Okay, I've got audio. We're good. Good morning. I'm Gory B Movie, and this is my new morning hangout thing that I'm going to see how it goes, where we drink tea or coffee or whatever beverage you have and talk about horror stuff. Today, got the Chucky mug, because of course, and dun 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 dun! PG tips. So I lied to you. I'm not drinking coffee this morning. We're having some good old English tea, as we should. Let's see who's in the chat this morning. Ooh, Time Lord. See, okay, so this is part of why I wanted to do this morning show, because I never get to see my friends on the other side of the pond live, and here we are talking to Simon live. It's pretty exciting. Who else we got here? Horror Collector Fiend and Jason. I saw Jason last night too. Yes, very British, very evil. What's going on with my eye makeup? All right, so what are we going to talk about today? So I need to do my schedule for this upcoming year, for 2023. And I thought you guys would be great people to help me with that. I'm going to find a writing utensil right somewhere. You know what? We're just going to open a Google Doc. A Google Doc is what we will open. Anyway, so what do you guys want to see? Do you want to see some all the gory details reviews on any particular movie? Do you want to see streams about anything? Do you want to see like, real versus real? I don't know. I need some scones, Time Lord. I don't have any scones. I don't even have any biscuits. I got some McVitie's biscuits for Christmas, and I ate them all already. McVitie's are pretty good, and they're really hard to get over in the States. All right, I'm opening up a Google Doc, so I'm ready. I'm ready if you guys have suggestions. Or you guys could ask questions or bring up a topic for discussion. I don't really have a plan for this, guys. I don't have a plan. Let's see what's going on. Tomorrow night, we have our best of 2022 on this channel at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then over on Horror Addicts, we're going to be doing the worst of. So that should be interesting. Today is actually mine and Danny's dating anniversary. So 13 years ago today, New Year's Eve, we went on our first date, which was kind of like a blind date type thing. I mean, we were friends on, I think, Facebook through mutual friends. But we went out on New Year's Eve. So as we always do, we're going to go out to dinner tonight, go to Applebee's where we went on our first date. It's going to be pretty rad. All right, let's see what's going on in the chat. Danny getting Danny get bacon. Yeah, he needs to make me some scones, but I don't think he knows how to. But I should teach him. I should. Jason says, my friend gave me a gift today. I opened it. It was a Stranger Things t-shirt. Very cool. What characters are on your t-shirt? Hey Kevin, I'm doing pretty good. It's early for me. I mean, I know for a lot of you guys it's not morning, but for me it's 11:30, and I just woke up. Hey, Chucky is here! Yay, my Chucky Jordy is here. Another person from across the pond that I never get to see live. So I'm very excited. Very, very excited. So, guys, if you have questions, if you have any suggestions for videos you would like to see in the upcoming year, let me know. What else is going on in the world right now? I'm going to go see Megan this week. So Megan opens on Friday, January 6th. I am really excited about Megan. I'm going to be doing a whole most anticipated stream here very soon, but Megan looks fun. It looks weird, and I like weird James Wan. I don't like Conjuring James Wan quite so much because it's all a little bit witchist if you ask me. But it's fine, jump scares, yada yada. But I loved Malignant, and I'm really excited about Megan. Like her little dance, and then when she's like all running on all fours, that looks amazing. Hey, Rich is here from the Movie Massacre Show. He says, popping in to say hi. I'm out at the moment with Julia. Hi, Julia. Hi, Rich. Happy New Year, everyone. My Chucky Jordy. Finally, a stream that's early enough for me in England. It's 7:30 p.m. Yep. It has everybody from the show on my t-shirt. Are you guys going to watch the ball drop on TV tonight? I don't know. Maybe. We don't usually do that, but we'll probably do a countdown of some sort. Megan does look creepy. I just love it. In the trailer when she's like all running on all fours, that's pretty awesome. My doggos are here too. They're not impressed with my show, but it's fine. They're happy to be here. I'm happy to be here. Rich and Kevin saying Happy New Year to everybody. Do you guys have any New Year's resolutions this year? So I've been kind of working on some things I want to do this year. Hey, Captain Mayenstein, good to see you, my buddy. Last year I really wanted to stream on a regular schedule, which I did. I managed to stream, I think, every week. This year I'm going to try to be better about doing videos in addition to also streaming. So I'm working on, and all the gory details, I'm working on a real versus real. I want to get better about that kind of thing. I also might, I don't know. I might try going outside more this year. It's scary. It's sunny. It's hot. Right now it's snowy. But the elements in me just do not agree. Alrighty. 11:30. We still have a lot of time. Let's see. What are some ideas? I was thinking of some January movies I could review. I was thinking Frozen. Not the Disney one, of course, with the talking snowman, though that is horrifying. I mean, if you think about it, I think Elsa killed a buttload of people in that movie. But no, not that one. The Adam Green one, where they're stuck on a chair lift. It's actually really good. And I was also thinking about maybe 30 Days of Night. I don't know. What are your guys' thoughts on that? Cheyenne is here. Hey, good morning. Good morning. I don't know. What do you guys want to chat about? Let's see what else. I saw a movie last night because I watch a horror movie just about every day. I think it's generally good for your health. I watched Bones and All. Have any of you seen Bones and All? My first thought on that movie is they did a great job with the sound design because it's about cannibals, kind of like they're kind of cannibals, kind of ghouls. They eat people. So the sound design's really gross and nasty, like you would want from your cannibal movie. It's also kind of a love story. It was interesting. It was artsy. I think if you're into your like elevated horror, your A24 kind of thing, you'd probably be really into it. It meanders a bit, but it was okay. Oh, I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. Oh boy. Oh boy. Hakuna Matata. Okay. All right. Kevin says New Year's resolutions are mostly just YouTube and fitness stuff. Yeah, same here, dude. Simon, 30 Days is awesome, especially the twist ending. I really do like 30 Days a Night. It's so good. I also have the graphic novels somewhere around here. Where are they? Oh, they're there. I had the graphic novel signed by the writer and the artist, which is pretty cool. Ah, got hair in my mouth. What did Cheyenne say? Was a good one. My boyfriend was kind of disgusted by the movie. I liked it. Yeah, it's weird because, it's got some heartwarming moments. It's got a lot of really gross moments. I was kind of worried it wouldn't deliver on the horror, but it's definitely gross and gory, which I really enjoyed. Kevin says Bones and All is really good. It's not as much of a horror as I thought it would be, though. Yeah, I get that. I think it's really gory though, and that's where it kind of makes up for maybe some less horrific things going on in it. But a lot of it is pretty scary. The whole idea, like at the beginning of the movie, her dad just abandons her. I think for somebody who's 18 years old, that's pretty scary. And then just the eating people thing. I mean, they just show them eat people like how I guess you would imagine a human would actually eat somebody else, just ripping into their flesh, and you see all the tendrils and the meat and stuff. It's pretty gnarly, and they don't clean up after themselves. The whole movie, I was like, someone give this guy a wet nap because they had blood all over their face. The mama and me was just like, you got a little schmutz on you, honey. But what are you gonna do about it? What's the story, Morning Gory? Ah, very funny, Zach. How are you? Are you working? Are you home? What are you doing? Let's see. What am I going to do today? Well, I'm going out to dinner with Danny today for our anniversary, our dating anniversary. Our wedding anniversary is in October. So we're going to go out to dinner. What do I need to watch? I need to watch some more horror movies before I do the best of 2022. So I've watched a lot. If you follow me on Letterboxd, you know that I watch a lot of horror movies. I need to watch Piggy. I really liked the short film. Have you guys seen the short film Piggy? It is on YouTube, I think. It was really, really good. In the short film, a girl who is, plus size, she is swimming in a pool, and these mean girls come along and they take her clothes. And there's another man in the pool who witnesses the whole thing, and they're just awful to her. They hit her with, like a one of those nets she scoops stuff out of the pool with. And then she has to walk home in her bikini where she's just heckled, and you just feel so horrible for this girl. But then she finally sees those girls in the back of the truck from the guy who was also in the pool, and he's a serial killer, and she doesn't do anything. So it's a really cool short film. I'm curious how they're going to expand that into a feature length film. So I need to watch that because I do have that. I did rent that. I need to watch that before tomorrow. What else do I need to watch? I know there's some other really good ones. Smile was really good. I saw Smile at the cinema with Movie Massacre and Danny, and I did really like that one. Hey, Martin's here. Pretty good, Martin. Nice to see you. Let's see. There are some other ones I need to watch. I haven't seen Slashback yet. There's a lot of Shudder originals I haven't watched. I haven't seen what Josiah saw. If you guys have seen those and they're really good, let me know because I haven't seen them yet. I'm probably not going to get to watch everything. You know what I did get for myself? I bought it. I bought the digital because the Blu-ray doesn't come out until April, but I did buy the digital. Sorority Babes and the Slime Ball Bowl-O-Rama Part 2, directed by Brink Stevens, who starred in Part 1. If you guys have seen the original, it's got Linnea Quigley in it. And you've got these sorority girls who, for their pledge prank, they have to go steal this big trophy from a bowling alley. And the trophy has this little imp in it who grants wishes. And of course, the wishes go horribly wrong. And it's really, really funny. So I finally got that. I haven't seen it yet, though. But I'm really excited to watch that. I might just need to sign up for Full Moon's streaming service because a lot of their movies, you can only rent them, I think, through like Amazon. So, or buy them through Amazon, which I did. But for $6.99 a month, I'd probably save a lot of money if I just signed up for the streaming service. Janie's here. Good morning. Oh, I love your top. It is like a dress. And I've got some warm tights on, which is nice. Have you or Danny played Callisto Protocol yet? It's a very scary game. I haven't. I did get some new games for Christmas. I finally got the latest Fatal Frame game. It's not new, but it's the newest one. It was just really hard to get. So I got that for Christmas, which I'm excited about because I love the Fatal Frame series. And I really like the Dark Pictures anthology series. They're kind of like a choose your own adventure type thing. So it's by the people who made Until Dawn. And I got the newest one. I think it's called Devil and Me. And I'm excited because my cousin, Seth Sherwood, actually wrote that. Well, he was one of the writers on the game. So I know he's really excited about it. He thinks it's one of, the better ones, which of course he did. He worked on it. But I do think it sounds really cool. It sounds kind of like an H.H. Holmes kind of thing with like a big, I think it's a big hotel building and kind of a saw trap thing going on. So I'm really excited to play that. Ben is here. Let's see. Letterbox. Someone introduced me to that. I've been writing reviews ever since. I love Letterbox. It's like my favorite social media platform. It's just movies all the time. And I don't really care what people had for breakfast or lunch or whatever, but I am intensely curious about what people are watching and how they rated them and how they enjoyed them. So I'm very nosy about everybody I follow on Letterbox. If you are on Letterbox and we do not already follow each other, please give me a follow. I will follow you back and I will stalk you and all of your movie watching things that you do. Ben is here. Full Moon has a deal where if you sign up for an annual plan, you get $10 in free Blu-rays from their site. So basically pays for itself. That's true. We did it one year and we got a lot of really good movies. So I think I need to do that again because I still haven't seen the new Baby Oopsie movie. And I think there's a second one already. And I haven't even seen the first one. And I love Full Moon. Danny loves Full Moon. He's going to be doing more Full Moon reviews this year. So I think I'll do that. Thanks, Jamie. Last year they did 10 free Blu-rays and an Evil Bong set if you bought the annual plan on 420. That's really cool. That's really cool. You know what? That's another one I haven't seen. I haven't seen the new Evil Bong movie. I know Diana Prince, Darcy the Mail Girl's in it, so I need to watch that. Thus far, I've seen Nope, Hellraiser, and Amityville Christmas Vacation. I haven't seen that one. Plus some movies on the festive circuit that aren't released on the larger public yet. As far as cheap Christmas movies go, I saw Nutcracker Massacre, which you actually got to see someone get his nuts cracked, so that was interesting. I saw The Killing Tree about a possessed Christmas tree. What was the other one? I saw Were-Deer, which is exactly what you think it is. So I saw a lot of cheesy Christmas horror movies this year. Good morning, Valerie. Happy New Year to you and everyone in the chat. Happy New Year to you. I got Fatal Frame Maiden of Blackwater too. Okay. Have you started playing it? Oh, I've been enjoying it quite a bit. Also, Devil in Me is so scary. I had to put it down for a bit. That is so cool. So Laws and I are super into that game series. So I've been waiting to play it with him when he gets some time. But Fatal Frame, I cannot wait to play it. So excited. New games. Yes, my college suite mate watched a playthrough and it's explicitly based on H.H. Holmes. Yeah, I heard a little bit about that because like I said earlier, my cousin Seth was one of the writers. I know he's really excited about it. So I'm excited. He said he'd sign my copy when I see him again. He lives in California. I live in Washington, so I don't really see him that much. But he's a cool guy. Hey, we've got Zombie Tune here, which by the way, Zombie Tune did I got I commissioned a design for a Gory Hole shirt, which I'm going to be releasing soon. I got really sick at the end of the year, so I'm a little behind on some stuff, but if you guys are interested in a Gory Hole shirt, there is one on its way. Morning, Gory. Have you had a chance to see the menu yet? I have. By the way, Zombie Tune, if you were on Letterboxd, we should follow each other so I can see what you've been watching. But the menu probably will be on my best of 2022 stream tomorrow. I really enjoyed that one. I also reviewed it live with Danny over on Horror Addicts if you want to check that out. Thank you. Happy New Year's. Martin says, review of Amityville Christmas Vacation will be out as soon as I find time to finish editing. There is an Amityville for everything. I think more so than any other franchise, it's gone into some weird places. I know there's like a Amityville in the Hood, Amityville, there's an Amityville shark movie. There's Amityville Karen. Amityville's done some crazy stuff. Ben liked Weird Dare. I did. I saw that your review on Letterboxd. I think it was fun. I wish they would have done more with her kills than her just kind of pawing at them, but it was fun. Hey, Gory, I sent you a photo of my t-shirt on Twitter. Oh, very cool. If you had one cheat meal before you had to go on a diet, what would you choose? One cheat meal. Um, hmm. Am I making it or is somebody else making it? If I'm going out, then I don't know, maybe some fettuccine alfredo. And if I'm making it, fish and chips. I love making fish and chips, and it's really good. Yeah, I really like those dark picture games. They're really fun. I also, it wasn't dark pictures, but it was also good, was the Quarry that came out last year. I really like those like choose your own adventure games because it's kind of like an interactive horror movie. They're really fun. Hey Maverick, how are you doing? I'm not on Letterboxd, but it looks like I have a reason to be now. It's really cool. So you can log all the movies you watch, which is awesome because you can keep track of what you've watched. And if you get the premium service, which I think is like 15 bucks a year, it gives you statistics. So you can see like what countries you watched movies from, and if you watched more newer movies or older movies, if you rewatched movies. I really like it mostly. I enjoy making lists. So I make some just fun lists just for the season. Maybe I'll do like a killer camp movie, or, like slasher movie set at camps, or just, I mean, anything. You can do like your best of for the year and stuff. You can make lists for anything and share those with people and read people's reviews. It's really cool. It's my favorite social media platform. Hey Victor, I don't think I've ever seen you in the gory hole before, but welcome. Victor Necrofunk. Now that's an awesome name. How bad was Jeepers Creepers Report? Oh boy. I think we're going to see that one on our worst of 2022 that we're going to be doing on Horror Addicts tomorrow. It was pretty bad. At first, I thought everyone was kind of exaggerating because, it had Dee Wallace. I love Dee Wallace. I didn't think it was that bad at first. I liked the. Pardon me, still getting over a cold. I liked the cosplay montage where she dressed up as Jennifer from Jennifer's Body. And there was a couple shots in there that I thought were pretty good. There was one that was like lit by the headlights. I was like, that's pretty good. I think where it really lost me was there wasn't much of a story. It was set at a convention and there's nobody at this place. So it doesn't look like a real convention at all. Um, and then also just the end of it had so much green screen. It looked almost like a video game cutscene. It just looked really bad at the end there. So and there's some bad writing at the end. Gosh, what does she say? Something how do you like them peepers or something? I don't know. It got really ridiculous at the end there. Tea. I can't keep up with the Amityville movies anymore. Yeah, I haven't seen a lot of them. It's just gotten kind of ridiculous. But if I hear that there's a good one, I'll check it out. The last one I really liked was Amityville Awakening. That one had like Bella Thorne in it. That was actually pretty good, I thought. Speaking of Christmas horror, the second sight release of Anna and the Apocalypse extended cut is waiting for me when I get back to college. I'm so excited. I didn't know there was an extended cut out, so that's really cool. Hey Bruce, what you doing, buddy? You wanna come sit with me? Hi, baby. I can't reach you. I have the Quarry too. I haven't played it. I need to remember. It's so much fun. It's really, if you like the other, I mean, if you like the Dark Pictures games, a lot of the same people work on both. I think they're all under Supermassive Games, but it's really fun. Oh, and the other thing with the Quarry, that one's a really good one to play with like a big group of people too. So if you've been saving it, invite some friends over and play it with them. My buddy Mike at Rotten Reviews made his own Amityville movie, Amityville Gas Chamber. It's free on YouTube. Check it out. That's really cool. I like Rotten Reviews. Amityville Gas Chamber. I'll check it out. I got the Quarry on Black Friday. Can't wait to check it out. It's really fun. I need to replay it because a lot of those games I'm kind of nerdy where I like to get all the trophies. So I haven't gotten all the trophies or all the different endings for that one yet. Hey, buddy. We need more New Year's themed horror. We do. What New Year's themed horror movies are there? There's Terror Train. Hey. Oh, you want to go up there? Okay. There's Terror Train. There's New Year's Evil. Yeah, there's not a lot of them. Let's see here. Christmas Vacation is also making fun. Oh, I'm gonna put you down, honey, because I can't read. It's also making fun of how goofy the animal trend has gotten, which I love. Free on Tubi if you want to check it out. I'll check it out. I remember, God, it was within the last decade. The Animal House went on sale, like it was up on the market, and of course it's on the other side of the country, so there's no way. And I also don't have the money to get it, but it was considering it's the Amityville House, it was fairly affordable, which was interesting. I think it was last year or the year before, the Nightmare on Elm Street house went on sale. I've seen that one down in, I think it's Pasadena, California. But yeah, that I think it would be cool to have a uh house with like horror history like that to live in. I know a lot of people buy these houses and they get really upset that people want to come see it because they love the movie, but I think I'd be really into it. One of the cool houses I saw in Pasadena is Laurie Strode's house, and those guys are totally into it. They have like a pamphlet out that shows you like what their porch and stuff looked like in the movie Halloween. And they have a pumpkin out there so you can do your like, photo ops or whatever. So yeah, I think that's kind of how I would do it. I think it would be really fun. What horror movie house would you want to live in if you could live in any one? Uh, for me, a lot of them aren't real, but I think I'd want that Nightmare on Elm Street house. It was pretty great. But I don't know. I might have to think about it some more. I'm gonna go with Nightmare on Elm Street house for right now. Ooh, or if I go up to Canada, the one in Black Christmas, that's the sorority house. That house is gorgeous. They just released a sequel to the Terror Train remake on Tubi. I just started watching it the other day, but I watched it a little too late and I fell asleep. I need to finish it, but it wasn't that bad. Tubi movies are actually pretty good. My buddy interviewed the director of Reborn. It was a victim of the pandy. Couldn't have had that many people gathered in the same place. Yeah, I understand that. It just, you know, I probably would have changed the script then or something because it's supposed to be a convention. It just didn't look like a convention. But yeah, I was hoping because I was excited that it wasn't a Victor Salva one. Because I'm not a big fan of him, if anybody is. But yeah, it just I don't know. Maybe they should have waited a couple years before they did that one because it looked pretty cheap. Um, but there's a couple of things I liked about it. So I did like the Jennifer's Body costume, and I like that Dee Wallace was in it. So it wasn't as bad as I think some people say it is. I'm on Letterboxd. I've been posting reviews a lot for anyone who'd like to connect with me there. I'm pretty sure that we are connected on there, but if not, let me know. I always think of New Year's Masquerade and Phantom of the Opera. That's a really good one. Bloody New Year's and End of Days, of course. Those are both good ones. End of Days, Strange Days. I love Strange Days. I don't know if it's set on New Year's, but it definitely has New Year's vibes about it. I think it is because it's supposed to be at the it's right at the millennium, kind of like End of Days, I think. So I think so. The Long Kiss Goodnight is such a good movie. I always think of Samuel L. Jackson's character in that, how he like sings when he does anything, because I do that. Like, gonna put on my shoes, but and then my coat, but. Such a great movie. Are you looking forward to the forthcoming Friday the 13th series? I really am. Like, I would be looking forward to it even if it was just a prequel, but they have access to the entire Friday the 13th Jason mythos, so they can do anything. They can do adult Jason, they can do kid Jason, they can do Pamela, they can do his father Elias. So sky's really the limit for them, and it's just been way too long since we've seen Jason Voorhees, involved in any project. So we've had Chucky pretty consistency, which I love. I'm a little burned out on Halloween. I'm fine with that having maybe a couple years off. I think the last trilogy was great. I just a little burned out on it. But it's been way too long since I've seen Jason or Freddy. So I'm glad Jason's back. I hope we get to see some kind of new Freddy project soon. Also, the extended cut of Anna and the Apocalypse is the one that just got put on Shudder. I'll have to check that out. Are there a lot of extended scenes? Does it change any of the establishings, like the ending or anything at all? I do really like that movie, so I'd be curious to see that. The Adams Family House of Traps and Dungeons, maybe even a dragon. Ooh, they have a dragon in the Munsters house, which would be cool. Um, the Adams Family House from the TV show, I think, no, was it? No, the Munsters house from the TV show was on the Universal lot. I think they still have that. They've done a lot of different things with it, though, over the years. I also want the Adams House or Allerdale Hall from Crimson Peak. That would be cool, provided no one is trying to kill me for my money. That would be helpful. Oh, where did you see the Barn 2? I really liked the Barn 1. I was excited to see the Barn 2 because Diana Prince and Joe Bob are in it. I think Linnea Quigley came back for it. And I know gosh, is it Doug Bradley? I think he's in it. Pardon me. I just watched The Barn 2 and Darcy's in that. She had death by getting her boob bit off. That is awesome. So yeah, let me know how you saw it. Because wherever it is, I'll rent it, buy it, whatever. I really want to see that one. I wanted to support the Kickstarter, but by the time I found out about it, it was too late. So if I could buy a copy of it, that'd be awesome. Ooh, Jamie, great answer. I want to live in Stu's house and scream. And it's so cool. They've got that stained glass window up of Ghostface. That house is gorgeous. I'm not sure where you are in the country, but I went to California last year in October, and we went to this like horror museum, and it was so cool. I had, like, if you follow me on Instagram, you can see the pictures, but they completely recreated Stu's living room, and you could see yourself on the TV and everything. It looked just like right out of the movie. They even had like popcorn and stuff. So it was just like you were part of that scene in the movie. It was really cool. They did other scenes too, like Bride of Chucky and Candyman. But I think my favorite was that living room. And they even had the old cordless phone where you could talk to Ghostface. It was awesome. Hey, Denisha. Can't wait for Jason to be back. Me too, girl. I cannot wait. I am so excited. It's just like these characters that we've grown up with, they're like old friends. And when you haven't seen one for a while, it's, you miss them. You miss them. And so I never get tired of more sequels. Like some people are like, we should just like let it die. And I don't think I could ever be like that with any of these characters. I just want them to keep coming back because I miss them. Like Michael, we've had a lot of Halloween, but I definitely want to see Michael again. But he can take a couple years off. I need Jason, and I would love Freddy to come back. My vote for a new Freddy, because I know Robert Englund doesn't want to do it. But my vote would be Richard Brake. Obviously, Robert Englund would be fantastic, but if he can't do it, Richard Brake is my vote. Still getting over a cold. Ooh, the Psycho House. That's way many steps to go up. Imagine getting groceries. Exactly. The Psycho House is on the Universal lot. It used to be like for the movie, it was just a facade. So it wasn't an actual house, but they have added to it. And what's really cool is I went on the Universal tour like early 2000s. I can't remember what year. But you would just kind of drive by it and the motel, and you didn't really get to see it that close. But this last year, I went to Halloween Horror Nights, and it was so cool because you get to get off the tram and walk right up to the house, and they had an actor as Norman Bates that you could take a picture with. But it was cool to walk right up to the steps and actually like interact with it. It was really awesome. We are connected on Letterboxd. I was pretty sure we were. Just wanted to see if it wasn't connected with any other Letterboxd users in the chat. Yeah, Letterboxd is great, guys. Like, I know a lot of people get burned out by social media, but Letterboxd is it truly is a drama-free zone. It's a great platform. It's just movies. So I really love it. I supported the Indiegogo and got the Blu-ray signed early. That's really cool. It's always nice when you get onto the Indiegogo. Some of them I'm just really late on. I've supported quite a few. I remember I got Never Hike Alone. Like I got a Blu-ray for that one, which I really was happy about. And there's some I've done on Kickstarter and Indiegogo where they haven't even come out yet. But, it's cool because you get updates on them. There's one called Scythe that I supported, and they're actually filming that one in Seattle. It got a little delayed because of, the last couple years of the pandemic and everything. But yeah, I think it's really awesome supporting movies like that and then getting to track their progress, and it's really cool when you get like a Blu-ray. Ooh, one I did support more recently was Dylan's Nightmare. So when that comes out, I get a Blu-ray, which would be awesome because it's got Miko Hughes back. It's a new Nightmare on Elm Street, like Wes Craven's new Nightmare movie. Good morning, Omni 432. The extended cut doesn't drastically change the story, but it has some extra dialogue, more verses of songs, and at least one additional song. That's awesome. I'm gonna have to check that out. And that's on Shudder, you said. So Shudder's another one, guys. If you're not signed up, Shudder, I actually got rid of Netflix recently. Let's see, which streaming services do I have? It might just be Shudder now. I've tried a lot of different ones, but Shudder, they have such a great curated list. They have a lot of horror celebrities, like they'll have Barbara Crampton or the Boulet brothers come up with a list of movies they recommend. They don't have as massive of a library as Netflix, but they update it every week. So every week you get a Shudder original movie that you can only get through Shudder. And they have horror movies from around the world. They have horror shorts. And they have an impressive, catalog of movies where they will update. It's like right now they've got a lot of Nightmare on Elm Streets, but they might change that next week and do a bunch of werewolf movies or something. They have lots of different themes. But they have such a nice library. And I like that lately I've been catching up on some classics like Giallos and stuff. And they have all these great playlists where, you can look for things that are haunted house related, or if you want to, look at some LGBTQ plus horror movies or female directors. Like they've got so many awesome lists on there and great shows too, because there's The Last Drive-In, which I will not miss. So that's why I have to have Shudder. I will not miss that. But they also have other shows on there too. Like they had the Critters one when that was out. But they've had other ones. There's the Witches one. They had one about a cursed record. I don't know, lots of great stuff on there. I think they have Channel Zero now too. I'm so sorry for all the coughing. Omni is in Cali. I think I passed that horror museum. It's downtown LA somewhere. I can't remember exactly where, but it's really cool. It's by the Pinocchio's restaurant, which is like an Italian restaurant. It's really great. I went to one of the houses from Halloween up there. Very cool. Have you seen Friday the 13th Vengeance 2 fan film yet? I don't think so. I'm trying to think of the ones I've seen. I've seen a lot. I saw one, I think it's called, his name was Jason. I saw Roseblood. And I think I saw one called Jason Lives that was really good. But I don't think I've seen Vengeance. I'll check it out. I do know my buddy, Killjoy Jake. He made a movie called Red Right Hand. And I only caught the ending of it. But that just came out. So I need to watch the whole thing here soon. That was, Red Right Hand. Bates Motel for me, awesome. Oh my god, I want to talk to Ghostface. I can beat his game level up. Yes, the trouble is I think even Casey knew the answer to that question. I think it's more that she was super stressed, because she's in a life or death situation. I think that's the most frustrating part about it is Ghostface is trying to trip you up. So to calm down enough to make sure that you don't just blurt out the first thing that you think, because they're gonna try to trick you, which is. It's sneaky. It's sneaky, but I love it. I got for Christmas. Oh, is it in here? Let me see. No, it's not in here. I got a horror crossword puzzle book, which I really am liking because it's got tons of trivia in it. So I do love some horror trivia. Ghostface is like 18 people. It's a lot of people. It's like a cult of ghost faces now. What do you call multiple ghost faces? A gang of ghost face? A mob of Ghostface? A collective of Ghostface? I don't know. Let me know. I live on the East Coast. Hope to move to the West someday. I've never been to the East Coast. I did grow up in England, so I imagine it's similar, but I would love to check out the East Coast. West Coast is nice, though, because we've got lots of wilderness and animals and mountains, so I really like living here. It's pretty awesome. You should check it out, and if you come this way, let me know, and we'll give you the full tour of Washington State. Ghostface at Stu's house would be either Stu or Billy. I would love it either way. Or if it's at Stu's house, it could be from part 5, right? So yeah, I don't know. I think everyone's seen it, but just in case, it could be the Ghostfaces from part 5. That's all I'm saying. Jordy says, waiting for Halloween Ends DVD to be sent out. I need to get that on Blu-ray. It's still really overpriced on Amazon, so I'm waiting for it to go down. Not sure on release date, but it's pre-ordered. I'm watching my Alias DVDs at the moment. I'm gonna watch Dexter again. So I'm a big Buffy fan. I've been thinking about doing an All the Gory Details series on every episode of Buffy, but I don't know if anyone else would be into that. Let me know if that's something you guys would be into. Hey, there's Danny. He's shoveling Grandpa's driveway, but it's nice that he came in to say hello. I have to cough again. I feel so terrible. Sorry. All right. I need to get over this cold. And when I get over this cold, I'm getting a flu shot. I don't have Shudder yet, but planning to use my college horror club's budget to get all of us a shared subscription. So Shudder has a free, I think, 7-day trial, so you can check it out. And it's only $4.99 a month. Like, it's ridiculously cheap. I think it's one of the cheaper subscription services, and you get so much value for that $4.99. I did like the year subscription, which I think is even less than that. Like when you factor it in monthly. So grateful to you, Gory, for recommending me join Letterboxd. It reunited my passion for writing reviews again. Yeah, I really like it, and it's nice for connecting with you just because it's so much easier to find your reviews now. So Letterboxd is awesome. I don't do streaming as I only have internet on my phone. Oh, bummer. But if you ever, well, you know what? You can do Shudder on your phone because they have a phone app. What movie on Shudder about the killer pants? I always wanted to see that. That is, why am I drawing a blank? Shoot. That's driving me crazy. I have to look it up. I saw that movie. It starts with an S. Slacks. Slacks. SLAXX. Slacks. Boom. There we go. Got it. My mom bought me a scary movie word search book. That's awesome. Only 2022 film I've seen is Scream 5, Jake's Red Right Hand, and Jake's Red Right Hand fan film. Those are good. Are you excited for Scream 6? Which, by the way, I'm really glad they're calling it Scream 6, because I'm still calling the 2022 one Scream 5. The plural the plural of Ghostface is Ghost Feast. Ghost Feast. Like fleece, but feast? Ghost Feast? Ghost Feast. I like that. Mr. Bones, you know what I got for Christmas, Corey? A boglin! Yes! This is my boglin, which I'm going to have this boglin in a video here coming up soon. Probably in the frozen one. But I do love my boglin. What kind of boglin did you get? Did you get this one? There's a pumpkin one. There's a lot of different boglins. And did you name your boglin? I just call mine boglin. Ooh, Jamie. So if you come up here, a lot of Twin Peaks was filmed in North Bend. And we have multiple times gone to the cafe up there. And they have damn good cherry pie and coffee. So you gotta check that out. I think you'd really like it. A fleet of ghost feexes. My girlfriend and I are watching. She said she'd very much interested in a Buffy Gory Details. Very cool. That's good. I think it would be really fun. So if enough people want to see it, I'll definitely give that a shot. It would be a commitment, but it would be worth it because I love Buffy. I live in the sticks in New York amongst the Amish. I know wilderness and snow. Yeah, up here. We have many skills. We know what to do if there's bears in your yard or deer, or if you get stuck in snow. I think, gosh, there's like a few feet of snow outside right now. How to get your car out of the snow. These are just, living in the wilderness skills. Yep, slacks. Yikes. I just rebought Buffy as I love it. I still have I used to have the VHS tapes and I gave those to a friend, which I regret because I really loved those. But I do have all the DVDs of them. They've talked about putting it on Blu-ray and making it widescreen. But basically how they do it on Amazon Prime. But I really don't like how I don't like the idea of them changing the colorization of it or stretching out the frame. I think the ones that were full frame, which is up until season 6, should remain full frame as they were originally televised, and the ones afterwards can, be widescreen. But yeah, if they release that on Blu-ray, I think they need to keep that full frame ratio for the first 5 seasons. Yikes. I'm so sorry. I used the free trial a while back to watch Host for Freaky Girls, but I loved it while it lasted. Also watched Color Out of Space and Bliss. I haven't seen Bliss, but Color Out of Space was really good. I got Bogga Bones because I'm in Bones. Nice. Boglins. Captain Mayenstein. I got a Buffy shirt and blanket for my birthday and Christmas. My family knows me so well. That's so cool. Now I'm kind of excited to try this Buffy one out. So maybe I'll do one and we'll see how it goes if enough people like watch it and stuff. But I love Buffy. I love talking about Buffy. So I think that would be really fun. I'm a little Buffy obsessed. Like you can't see it in this room, but I've got all the Funkos. I've got a Buffy quilt on the wall. I have a Buffy blanket. I have Puppet Angel over here. I have so much Buffy stuff. It's ridiculous. I love Buffy. Buffy is like, it's a way of life. What did I get for Christmas? I got a book on like how to live more Buffy. Just like Buffy life lessons. It's amazing. Amazing. A lot of my top 10 of 2022 will come from Shudder releases. It's my most new service. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, the Shudder originals are really good. I watched Speak No Evil recently, and I watched Sissy, which was really good. I love it, and I love, obviously Joe Bob. Joe Bob, if you watch that, you can live tweet with everybody on Twitter. It's just like a real community kind of thing. Hopefully Scream 6 has a better Ghostface than Amber. I liked Amber. She was scrappy. She was cool. I would love to hear about Buffy. Yay. Okay, you guys have convinced me. I think after I'm done with this stream, I'll start researching for Welcome to the Hellmouth. Oh my goodness. So my horror crossword puzzle book, a lot of them, like I love a challenge. A lot of them I would get almost the whole puzzle done, because they're themed. So it would be like 80s or vampires. And there'd be like 2 I wouldn't know. And it's like, okay, well, y'all come back to it later on. Eventually I'll see that movie and I'll know the answer. The Buffy one, boom, got it done in like 2 minutes. I was really proud of myself. I love Buffy. Buffy obsessed. So I'm really encouraged that a lot of you love Buffy as well. So yeah, let's do it. And all the gory details in every Buffy episode. Just, I don't know, tons of trivia and behind the scenes stuff, because you guys know I love that stuff. So I'm excited. I just bought Angel seasons 3 and 4 from a secondhand store recently. Very cool. Yeah, I really want to get that. I don't have. I was getting the Buffy comics, the library editions, because the library editions are gorgeous. It's like getting a 4K release of your favorite movie, just because it's just such big pages and it's beautifully printed. But they were expensive, so I got the first 6 of the Buffy one and the first Angel and Faith one. And then I didn't get the rest, and they became out of print and are ridiculously expensive now. But that's the thing I'm always looking for. But I do recommend those if you haven't, if you're able to find them. They're great. Oh, I am so sorry for all the coughing. I have been so sick lately. But I'm getting better, guys. 2023 is going to be the year that I'm smart enough to get flu shots. I love Shudder, but there's rumors of it going down. A lot of horror fans are going to be upset. See, I've heard that because AMC did a lot of cuts and stuff, and I've heard that they might be getting rid of some of the Shudder employees, but I think it'd be a huge mistake to get rid of the Shudder platform entirely. I mean, Joe Bob Briggs alone has a massive cult following, so I think it would hurt them more in the long run. So yeah, I would be devastated, but I don't think they would do that. I honestly think, I don't know. I don't know a lot of people who watch just AMZ, but I know a lot of people who watch Shudder. Granted, I associate with a lot of horror people, so I'm biased, but I think it would hurt them more to get rid of Shudder. But I don't know. We'll see. Buffy Mad Libs. I have Buffy Mad Libs too. Gosh, I love Buffy so much. Oh, you know what's coming out this next year, Martin? My mom told me she pre-ordered it for me for Christmas. Buffy Tarot. It comes out, I think, in March or April. I don't know, but my mom pre-ordered it for me, so I'm so excited. Also, there's an author I really like. There's a lot of Buffy like universe novels, but I really love Kendar Blake, who did Anna Dressed in Blood. She did One Girl in All the World, and her second book is coming out in March, which is, you know, Buffy themed. So I might be reviewing those on my channel soon because I just love Buffy. Hey, Gory, did you see the tweet I tagged you in where I was showing this painting my son had made me for Christmas? I saw that, the cats with the Ouija board. I think I gave it a like, but that was really, really cool that your son had the two cats and the Ouija board and like some, I think there were some chalices and stuff. That's amazing. My whole bedroom theme, in addition to Buffy, we've got like a big Evil Dead 2 poster in there too, but mostly I love paintings of cats with little witch hats because my altar is in there and I've got like lots of little figures of cats with witch hats. But there's an artist I really like on Etsy. I got a lot of her paintings. And then there's another one who does the magical cats calendar. Yeah, but I love that. I love cat art. So that was incredible. I thought Amber was a good ghost face. Me too. Just needed more screen time. I think my favorite part with Amber, because she didn't have a lot to do, I think, until the end. But she really, at the end of it, when she's revealed as a ghost face, I love how she's just kind of full on crazy. Kind of like Mickey, where Mickey, I mean, he's kind of a fun background character, but he really shines when he's revealed as a ghost face. And that's what I thought about Amber as well. Yikes. I have a great book called Slay Like a Girl. It's equal parts feminist analysis of Buffy and fun advice, personality quizzes, etc. That is awesome. I don't have that one. I have so many Buffy books. I've got like the quote book and the What Would Buffy Do book. I just got the How to Be More Buffy book. But I'll have to check out that one because I also love like fun quizzes and stuff too. I'm also watching Buffy from the beginning for my college's sci-fi fantasy club. So Martin, here's a fun challenge because I have regular Buffy marathons where I watch the whole franchise over again. But here's a fun challenge. It's kind of fun to watch them backwards. Watch it from the last episode to the first because I don't know. I just like it. It's fun to do it that way too because then when you watch it straight through, like I love it, of course, but you know, you get sad. You're like, oh, now Angel's gone and oh, this character's gone. But yeah, they all come back if you watch it in reverse. It's kind of fun to like, I don't know. Both ways are great, but you should give it a shot sometime. Just for an experiment. I think I would love you would love Bliss. It's directed by Joe Bijos. Yeah, I liked VFW and I saw Christmas Bloody Christmas recently, which was really good. I need to check that one out. It's a psychedelic queer vampire movie. Well, sold. That sounds awesome. Honestly, I think they would just roll Shudder into AMC Plus and wouldn't make it all that much of a difference. Then again, maybe it would. Just a thought. I mean, as long as they keep Joe Bob and stuff, I guess I don't care if it's just Shudder, but I kind of like it being strictly horror, you know, because I trust that anything on that platform is going to be within the genre that I most enjoy. But I don't know. Maybe they can get rid of the other stuff and just be a horror service. I don't know. I don't want them to get rid of Shudder. It's making me sad. But I don't think they will. I think it would be a huge misstep. I saw that tarot deck coming. My dad bought me a Guillermo del Toro tarot for Christmas, and it's beautiful. I'm excited to give myself a reading with it tomorrow. That's really cool. I have the Witch's Tarot, which is my like primary deck. And I have the Labyrinth Tarot, which is really nice. I have the Supernatural Tarot. So I'm excited to add Buffy to that. I think those are really fun, especially when you have like people over and some people get strangely what's the word? like some people just get a little skittish about tarot, like almost like a Ouija board, which I wouldn't mess with a Ouija board, but there's nothing to fear from a tarot reading. But I think with people like that who are maybe a little unsure, the fun movie or TV show themed ones are a nice, like, kind of icebreaker, makes it welcoming. And I also just think it's fun, just someone who does a lot of tarot readings, to see all the different art styles and stuff and how they incorporate like that classic symbolism into it using characters that we love. So I cannot wait to see what they do with Buffy. I'm so excited. Horror movies and beyond. Hey, how you doing? I have to watch it backwards at some point. It's I know it's ridiculous, but I do love it. The other thing I like to do, and I did this when I introduced Danny to it, because Danny hadn't seen Buffy when we got together, is to watch it, but also watch it with Angel. So once you get into season 4, then you have to watch the episode of Angel that would come after it, because there's a lot of crossovers too. So you got to kind of mush them together, which is really fun. And check out the Buffy motion comic, which is all of season 8, but it's like kind of a movie form, and you can get that on Blu-ray. AMC already has Shudder as part of it, but doesn't have the live Joe Bob specials. They always have the replays later, though. Yeah, I really hope they don't get rid of Shudder. I think a lot of people would be really upset, and they would get a lot of flack for it, because it may not have as massive a following or subscription base as like Netflix or something, but it's a very loyal subscription base, I mean, the Mutant family alone is just such a dedicated group of horror fans. So yeah, I don't know. We gotta keep on top of this, and send good vibes to Shudder. Yeah, that would be a very, very sad thing. Brocky agrees. Getting ready to get crazy. Hey, Brandon. I have a Catholic acquaintance at college who's convinced that tarot decks house demons. Yeah, no, that's not the way. But maybe they would be more comfortable with one of the, like, Labyrinth or Buffy or something. You know. Yeah, I just thinking about it makes me sad. I really don't think they will, though. I think it's such a massive fan base and a loyal fan base. I don't think AMC has that outside of Shudder. I don't think there's loyal AMC fans. And I think big part of that is that live TV aspect to Shudder, especially, like the Joe Bob shows. So, yeah, that's my thoughts on it. I would be very, very, very sad. I follow Shudder on Twitter and such. I know it wouldn't be their call to make them. I mean, obviously they don't want it to go away. But it also just sucks that, a lot of companies have to make these kind of cuts and stuff. A lot of companies are going through hard times right now. The motion comic is great. I have the two discs set with the Christy Swanson movie. Very, very cool. I love the Christy Swanson movie too. That's why I do Shudderary. What is Shudderary? But absolutely, if you guys don't already have Shudder, all the more reason to sign up now. It's $4.99 a month, and you're supporting horror. You're supporting independent films because they have so many of them on there. You're supporting Joe Bob. You're just supporting people who work to cultivate awesome, horror collections. You're supporting the Boulet brothers and Dragula. You're supporting all these great, awesome horror creators. And we don't really have that anywhere else. I mean, there's Screenbox and there's a few other ones, but nothing quite like Shudder, where it's as personalized as Shudder. So for $4.99 a month, I think it's well worth it. And absolutely, they could use some support right now. I listened to a podcast about the origins of the Ouija board. It was originally big during the time where things like spirit readings were popular and not considered evil. Yeah, I don't know. I have a Ouija board on the wall, but I'm superstitious. I wouldn't play with one. I feel like you're asking for trouble. But that's just me. If you enjoy your Ouija board and talking to spirits, you keep doing you. My primary, hi, buddy. My primary deck is a pretty floral Art Nouveau deck, and he won't even look at that. Yikes! It's kind of funny because my dad's Catholic, so you know I was exposed to a lot of that growing up. But a lot of Catholic practices aren't too dissimilar from witchcraft. You know, a lot of the rituals and stuff that go along with being Catholic. So, you know, I think I'm surprised Catholics are not more open to tarot. Also, Catholicism is one of the bases of voodoo, because it's kind of a mix of old Haiti practices and Catholicism. So yeah, I feel like they just need to be, you know, if they were open to it, they'd find some stuff that they really appreciate. I have so many classic horrors to see because of Shudder. I don't want it to disappear. Same here. It wasn't until The Exorcist that it was considered demonic. Yeah, The Exorcist, you know, had the whole Captain Howdy thing, so I can see that. I don't necessarily think the Ouija board's demonic, but I feel like it's, in my opinion, and I'm not an expert on Ouija boards, I feel like, in my opinion, it would be like picking up a phone and dialing a random number. I mean, it's probably entirely harmless, but you don't know who's on the other end. Or another way of putting it would be like leaving your front door open. And then, you know, most likely nothing will happen, but you never know who's going to come through. So for me, I would never mess with a Ouija board, just because there's a chance, I think, that you could connect to something unpleasant. I dedicated the entire of January to Shudder. I interview filmmakers and horror content creators. Third year now. That's really cool. I'm gonna check that out. That's awesome. I really love that. Yeah, people get so weird about the Ouija board. The world according to Floyd. Good morning or good afternoon now. My mom grew up during the satanic panic and she was not allowed any kind of Ouija boards in the house. We just have the one you guys have seen in the background of a lot of my videos. It's on the wall there. And then Danny has an Elvira spirit board. I did when I went to that Mystic Museum. I saw the Conversations with Dead People one from Buffy. Okay, that's one I probably would buy if I came across it for a decent price. But it's because it's Buffy, guys. It's Buffy. Okay, guys, it has been an hour. I'm going to finish up this tea. Mm, good tea. All right. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed Witch's Brew coffee with Gordon's. It was tea today. But if you guys want me to do this again, morning streams, let me know. I've had an awesome time hanging out with you guys. It's nice to just focus on the chat and have a conversation with you guys, see what you guys are doing, hear what you're working on. Guys, go over and check out some of my friends in the chat. We've got Martin from Anthropomorphic Fiend. They do a lot of great reviews. Ben is over on Letterbox. Also, Time Lord is on Letterbox. A lot of great people on Letterbox here. And I'm really excited of what's going on with horror movies and beyond. She's in her third year of Shudderary, where she's focusing on interviewing people and horror content creators and stuff. So that sounds really awesome. I'm going to check it out. Definitely go check out her channel. It's a lot of fun. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. And yeah, let's do this again. Remember that tomorrow night I will be live again for the third day in a row at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're going to be talking about the best horror movies of 2022. And then at 8:30, we're going to go over to Horror Addicts and talk about the worst. So I hope to see you then. And until we meet again, blessed be.